Community Television, in cooperation with Chemeketa Community College, presents NWAC Men's Basketball. Tonight's game features the Chemeketa Storm and the Clackamas Cougars. Hello everybody, I'm John Piper with the Storm Center tonight. Opening night for NWAC Southern Region play. Clackamas taking on the Chemeketa Storm. Joining me tonight, Larry Garr. And Larry, these two teams, great rivals, and we expect a great ball game tonight.
Well, this should be fun. This is the way the season should open with the conference play, because these two teams have, year in and year out, they've been two of the better teams in the conference, and when they get together, it's a battle. So I think we're in store for a great game tonight.
We are looking forward to a good one tonight. Glad you could join us on Capital Community Television. We'll be back right after this. Support for today's program is provided by LCG Pence Construction. Celebrating 60 years as Salem's community contractor, visit us on the web at lcgpence.com. Support also provided by Pizza Hut, located at 3052 Lancaster Drive Northeast, phone 503-399-8000. Glad you could join us on Capital Community Television. John Piper and Larry Garr getting ready for the start of the men's game tonight. Clackamas in the dark uniforms that we talked in that pregame show, Larry, about the rivalry between these two teams. And I talked with Coach Abderhalden from Chemeketa before the game. He said things can get a little feisty here.
Yeah, I've seen a few games between these two teams, and they have got a little feisty.
Three-point basket, number 32, Paul Walter. And for Chemeketa, Tyrone Phillips having a heck of a year, leading scorer in the NWAC. And right away, going inside, A.J. Freeman for the Storm.
I think that's the guy they need to get off. You know, we saw him play last year, and he's a big physical post in there, and that's what they need, more scoring out of him.
Shot off the mark, offensive rebound by Clackamas, and the foul will go against number 12, Jason Martin, a freshman out of Silverton.
But you're right, Tyrone Phillips averaging over 25 points a ball game.
And the other stat that stands out, a couple of other things, he's number 3 in steals and number 6 in assists in the NWAC. So all-around game for Phillips. Ball tipped away. And a jumper good for Kirby Hawkins out of Park Rose High School.
You know, and Clackamas is coming in here tonight having won 8 out of their last 9 ball games, so they're kind of on the hot streak.
Shot comes up short, but Freeman gets it back. Freeman puts it in the basket. As the initial shot was short by Adrian Snow.
A good start for Freeman tonight.
Three-pointer, well off the mark. And Phillips with a rebound. Open three-pointer. Off the iron for Jason Martin.
I was talking to Coach Robinson, assistant Coach Robinson, before the game, and he was saying, you know, as starters, they're actually pretty solid, but he said they're really thin coming off the bench.
Phillips off the front iron. And that shot comes up short, but nobody gets the basketball. Right back to Clackamas. They miss it off the iron. And that last possession, all the Storm players headed down court. Hey, you got to get the ball first.
Yeah, somebody's got to get it.
Everybody has a role to play, and number one is get the basketball.
Well, I don't think you're going to see that very often. Jacobson, the big 6'8" post for Clackamas, missing just a chippy.
Ball off the iron, but chasing it down and now losing it. And the basket inside for Max Jacobson. Jacobson averaging over 22 points a ball game, number 7 in the NWAC.
He's a 6'8" freshman from Lake Oswego High.
Three-point advantage for Clackamas. Trent Roos dishes it inside to Freeman. The ball goes out of bounds. So Trent Roos out of Sprague High School. He's also having a good season, Larry.
Yeah, he's having a real good season. He's their second leading scorer, 18 a game. You know, speaking of Lake Oswego and posts, Jacobson out of Lake Oswego, the freshman for Clackamas. Lake Oswego has put out a few pretty good posts. I can think one of them, Kevin Love, is having a pretty good year in the NBA this year, isn't he?
Kevin Love is having a great year. Unfortunately, on not a very good team.
Yeah.
And the basket for number 24, Brandon Troxel. So a 5-point advantage now with 16 minutes, 13 seconds to go. Clackamas on top of the Chemeketa Storm, but Kevin Love is the real deal, and he is just having a great season. Steal knocked away by Roos, and great hustle by Trent Roos.
Yeah, turnover, but then he came back and never gave up on the play, knocked it out of bounds. Well, I'm somewhat surprised with Kevin Love, because when he was in high school, I didn't know if he was mobile enough, you know, even to be that kind of player in college. But he went to UCLA for that 1 year and had a great freshman year at UCLA. And then I had the same question marks going into the pros, but boy, he's proven me wrong.
Pull-up jumper goes down for Kirby Hawkins. And for the Storm, they need to stop the bleeding right now.
Right, was that a 3?
I think that was just a 2-point basket. Shot will not stay down for Adrian Snow, and the Storm unable to get anything going here. 3-point attempt.
Uh-oh, time for a timeout.
Kirby Hawkins with a 3-pointer, a timeout. 15 minutes, 26 seconds to go. Our score, Clackamas 14 and Chemeketa 4. And the Storm not getting out on Hawkins. He buries it.
Boy, he's 3 for 3. He's got a quick 7 points in this ball game, and Clackamas shooting the ball very, very well. And at the other end, A.J. Freeman's the only guy that's been able to put it in the hole so far. He's got the only 2 field goals. The rest of the team is 0 forever.
Glad you could join us on Capital Community Television. John Piper, Larry Garr. And Larry, thanks for joining us again for another season. And Chemeketa, fun place to watch a basketball game. You and I have done a number of games out here. And this level of basketball, very entertaining. A lot of these players wanting to go on to the next level. They play hard every night.
They do. It really is. I enjoy coming and watching these guys play every year. And it's kind of fun for me to see some of the local talent out here that, you know, plays for Chemeketa.
Phillips comes off the front iron, and so far Phillips off the mark. He's had a couple of opportunities, has not been able to convert. Long 3-pointer. Kirby Hawkins is lighting it up. He's a freshman out of Parkos High School. And then there's a 3-point basket for the Storm, as Tyrone Phillips finally gets on the scoreboard. But a 10-point deficit now with 14 minutes, 42 seconds to go first half.
Well, Hawkins is their second leading scorer at about 15-6 a game, but he's only shooting 43% from the field. Well, tonight, he hadn't missed one yet. He's 4 for 4, 10 points.
He was just waiting for league play to start.
I guess.
Nice dish off and the basket. Colin Allen with the assist from Tyrone Phillips. Now you've got to get a stop here.
Yeah. You know, that's one of the things that Phillips is doing a lot better this year, is passing the ball. That was a great assist.
Travel called on number 22, Jordan Barber.
There were times last year watching Tyrone Phillips play where I wasn't sure he was going to get an assist, but this year he's right up there at the top of the conference, 4.5 assists a game.
And the Storm surrounded in the corner. What a foul.
What'd they call? They called a foul. Boy, that's the last thing you want to do there. If you're Clackamas, you got them trapped in the dead corner. Perfect trap. You don't want to foul them.
And we saw that in the women's game earlier, where the Clackamas women able to trap the Storm. When they use that sideline, there's an extra defender.
Exactly. There's a good move by Freeman. And again, that's what Chemeketa needs more of, is that inside presence, and Freeman's capable of giving them that. He's averaging 12.5 a game, but I really think he should probably be around 15, 16 a game.
Freeman shooting 65% from the line for the season, misses his free throw. 6-point margin now. Another offensive rebound and the putback for number 22, Jordan Barber. And Clackamas getting close-up opportunities.
And when they don't get close, Hawkins has been bombing them in.
Yeah, they can do it from long range or short range. Number 33, Adrian Snow, a freshman out of Las Vegas, with a basket.
That was good to see. He missed his first 3 shots. Well, Storm just went into a zone first time tonight. They're in a 2-3 zone. See if they can shut down the middle a little bit.
Nice little jump hook for number 22, Jordan Barber. 6'9", so height advantage for Clackamas. That shot was down and came back out for number 23, Jesse Pratt, out of Central High School in Monmouth.
There's another local kid. I like looking at this roster from Clackamas. Here's that last shot. You're right, it was halfway down, popped back out. They've got a number of kids from Gresham, from Park Rose High School in Gresham. Hawkins and this Barber that's just scored the last 2 hoops.
And a travel.
And then they've got a lot of local kids. We've got one from Medford, one from Tillamook that's not that close to the Portland area, but then they've got one from France. Where did that guy come from? Hadn't been in the ball game yet, but
he is not going to play tonight. He is apparently ill.
Must be a connection there somewhere. You wouldn't think that a kid from France would come
over to Clackamas.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hawkins can't get that one to go, but there's Jacobson. Jacobson fouled. And you can't leave Kirby Hawkins alone out there.
Maybe he was too wide open that time. It's the first one he's missed. Yeah, he missed the shot, so they're going to take him out of the game.
Well, he's shooting 33% from 3-point range for the season. It's a pretty good percentage.
Well, if you shoot 33, it's like shooting 50 from 2.
And there's a 3-point basket, number 32, Paul Walter.
He's 2 for 2 from long range.
Freeman with a jump hook comes up short. Rebound by Jacobson. Jacobson gets it to roll over and down, and Clackamas putting some distance between itself and Chemeketa. Phillips rolls off, and foul will go against number 23, Jesse Pratt. Well, let's see which way is this going.
I think he called it on 15.
So it will actually be on Clackamas.
23. Well, so far, Clackamas is getting nothing but good shots. They've been open on the perimeter, and they've been getting it inside and getting some easy ones inside.
Nice job by Freeman, getting it over to Adrian Snow.
And they've changed the look of the zone up a little bit. It was 2-3, now it's a 1-2-2. We've got Freeman coming all the way out to guard the point.
Long three-point shot, way off the mark. Jump ball. And it belongs to Shemeketa.
Well, that was almost, he almost had his heels out of bounds when he shot that one.
Timeout, 10 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Our score, Clackamas 26 and Shemeketa 15. And this Clackamas team, what a great start. Got off to, and for the Shemeketa Storm, you've got to first of all stop Clackamas from scoring. Then you have to figure out a way how to get Trent Roos and Tyrone Phillips more involved and give them some better shot opportunities.
Yeah, they've got to, and they've done a pretty good job of getting the ball inside to Freeman. He made his first three. Now he's missed his last one, but I think they got to continue to get it inside and work inside out and get some better shots. You're right, but Clackamas is pretty impressive right now. They're on pace right now to score what, about 110 points, 26 with 10 minutes to go here in the first half.
Clackamas averaging about 86 points per ball game this season. Shemeketa at 82.8. High points for Clackamas, 104 for Shemeketa. They scored 111 in a game, so they can put some points on the board, but Clackamas clearly with the upper hand here so far in this one.
Yeah, and if you look at the stats all the way down, they're pretty equal. I mean, the shooting percentages, the points per game, rebounds, everything stat-wise, both teams, they're pretty comparable.
Roos open.
There's a good look, but a little long.
Knocked away by Roos. And Freeman gets it and scores.
Great finish there. That was tough. He had a defender on each side of him as he went in. And that's always tough because you never know which hand. Here it is. He's got it in his left hand, back over to his right, but he's got two defenders right there, both going for the ball. Yeah, it was a great finish.
Very impressive. The other thing I really liked was he showed a little bit of emotion there, and Storm are going to need that to get back in this ball game.
Yeah.
Freeman can't get the three-point play.
A little pressure now in the backcourt. I think this is good. Changing up a little bit. They changed the zone a little bit. Now they're back man-to-man with a little bit of full-court pressure.
And another travel.
Well, that's three out of the last 4 times down. Clackamas has turned it over. So a little more pressure by Shemeketa. I think that's good.
Clackamas able to get comfortable in the first part of this half, but now changing things up, making it a little tougher for them to get good opportunities. Phillips step back, comes up short.
Well, that's a tough shot.
Lobbed inside to Jacobson. What a nice play.
Yeah, he's smooth inside there.
Shot will not stay down, and Jacobson rips down the rebound. Turnaround by Hawkins, rolls off. Rebounded by Adrian Snow. Almost a steal by Travis Robbins, knocks it out of bounds. Freeman loses it, gets it back, puts it up, will not stay down. And Freeman having to do it all himself inside tonight.
Well, I like what they're doing. I think they got to keep getting it to him. He's missed a couple, but I think the more they can get it inside like that, the better off they're going to be.
Clackamas basketball now. Jacobson takes it strong.
Charge.
And it's going the other way.
Yeah.
There is Trent Roos in there. Ouch.
Now then, in the NBA, that would have gone the other way because he was too far underneath the basket, but not in college. And that takes a little bit of guts to stand there with a big guy coming at you. But Roos stood his ground. Here it is. We just saw the tear, didn't see the play.
Behind the back dribble by Phillips. Wow. Put that on the highlight reel.
I tell you what, that was pretty impressive because I thought defensively Clackamas played it perfectly.
And nice job there by Paul Walter.
Walter's having a nice game. That's 8 for him. 3 out of 4 shooting from the field.
Phillips called for traveling.
Yeah, I think he did. That wasn't very good spacing there. They made the entry pass, and then they had 3 guys on his side of the court.
Point advantage for Clackamas now inside 7 minutes to go in the first half. Clackamas 30, Chemeketa 19. Opening night of NWAC Southern Region play.
Well, Clackamas does a good job of getting it into their posts. Ran a little overload there, high-low, reversed it. And that post just keeps working and working.
Lots of banging going on down low.
Yeah.
Snow picked up the foul, and at the line is Paul Walter, a freshman out of Vancouver, Washington.
Good looking player too. I think that's her first free throw, isn't it?
Walter
hadn't been many free throws.
Not very many. Walter misses them both.
And there has been none that's been made. Each team is 0 for 2.
Phillips. Tyrone Phillips for 3 points.
See, now I think that's where he's really tough, is where he can walk into that three-pointer and get his rhythm, walk into it.
Jacobson with a left hand, and he is smooth.
There's that entry pass again. They're getting it just point blank. If you're Chemeketa, you got to be concerned with that. That's way too easy.
Nice job, number 12, Jason Martin, a freshman out of Silverton. And the Storm able to score, but have not been able to stop Clackamas at the other end. 3-point attempt, off the back iron, over the back, I think, on Jacobson. And that's his second foul.
I think
Tyrone Phillips kind of got in the way there.
Ooh, push off, yes. You had that elbow out. Phillips, I don't think he needed to do that either. I think he could have had a clear shot without doing that and pushing off.
First foul on Phillips, and Jacobson comes out of the ball game as he picked up 2 fouls. Derek Hayes back in the ball game, number 21.
There's a big foul on Jacobson with 2 now. 5 minutes to go in the first half. I don't know if he'll come back in or not. Boy, they do a great job of sealing. Look at that.
And off the window, number 24, Brandon Troxel out of Tualatin.
It's hard to teach kids to be patient enough to let them reverse the ball.
Phillips dishes it off to Jesse Pratt for the basket. And we've seen some great passing here tonight.
really have. It's not been the offense it's a problem. It's stopping the Clackamas Cougars.
And guess who? Kirby Hawkins again.
It's his third three. He's got 13.
Jumper won't stay down.
It's triangle that they're calling. This is where they're just going to dump it high-low.
Tipped away by Jason Martin. Bruce loses the basketball. And call for double dribble.
Cliff Wagner, the coach at Chemeketa, or at Clackamas, been there forever and coached a long time in high school and college, and he's always liked to run the power triangle where he'll go to one side and get that low post in there to seal, and they'll go high-low and dump it inside.
Clackamas won the NWAC championship 3 times in the last 4 years. They are really the cream of the crop here. So a tough challenge for Chemeketa to start the season.
And you know, these two teams, they're always at each other's throats. It seems like they're always 1-2 in the conference, or you know, in every game that they've played, every game I've seen them play, it's just been a dogfight.
Freeman, tough shot, but gets it to go down. David Smith is now in the ball game, a freshman out of Las Vegas for the Storm, number 1. And the basket, number 21, Derek Hayes.
Boy, it doesn't seem like it matters who's down there in that low post. They're able to get open and get the ball. I think this is a big possession here for Chemeketa. I think they need to score here. They don't want to lose contact. They're down by 11 right now. There's that last foul, and definitely there was a bump. It's the 7th team, so they're going to shoot.
Tyrone Phillips at the free throw line. Phillips is 75% free throw shooter. Can't get that one to drop.
Free throw shooting has not been spectacular. We haven't had a made free throw yet. I think I've got them down. I've got, between the two teams, 0 for 5.
Knocked away, but Clackamas gets it back.
It's a
and
travel.
a travel.
Oh.
No. Chemeketa foul.
Uh-oh. I'm not sure the official had a good angle at that one.
He was basically falling down.
Yeah, I don't think anybody touched him. It's the 5th team foul now, is all on Chemeketa. Now they're trying to post up Phillips, a smaller man.
Nice job by Jordan Barber.
That was nice because he got bumped off the line there, and he still had enough to get it in. The biggest lead of the night now at 13.
Phillips off the back iron. And the foul, I think, is going to be on Freeman.
I think they got him pushing.
That's his 2nd foul. Roos back in the ball game along with number 12, Jason Martin. And Freeman will sit out the last 2 minutes. Good idea as he picked up his 2nd foul.
Okay, 1-2-2 zone here, Chemeketa. See if they can shut down the middle a little bit.
And taken away by Martin.
Good play by Martin there. Great pass.
count the basket, and Snow will go to the free throw line.
David Smith just came in the ball game, made a great pass. What was that, about a 30-foot bounce pass? Here it is, look at that. That's a way to come into the ball game and make yourself an impact right away.
And the free throw shooting woes continue.
Oh, forever.
Bill Schonley would not be pleased.
No, he wouldn't. He would have said, you got to make your free throws about 5 times by now.
At least. Hawkins can't finish it. And this one will be on Jordan Barber.
Ooh, I think that's a bad call.
That's a 9th team foul. And Jesse Pratt will go to the free throw line. 6'5" freshman out of Central High School.
Central's put out some athletes in the last few years, haven't they? Baseball players and football players and basketball players.
Well, it wasn't pretty, Larry, but it
went
counts.
in. Yeah.
Pratt shooting 67% at the line for the season, averaging 5 points a ball game. And doesn't get the bounce on that one.
No, we got one made free throw for the night.
One in the bank.
Uh-oh, look at the backside. Good.
Foul will send number 12, Jason Martin, to the free throw line. And that should be the 10th team foul. So 2-shot opportunity.
Now they've got a, there's the foul. Pretty obvious foul. Now they've got to make them pay if they're going to put them to the free throw line. They got to make some free throws.
Unfortunately, only 46 seconds to go, so they'll be in the double bonus for a very short time, but it hasn't mattered. They haven't made them.
And they've got it to single digits, back going down by 9, make this one down by 8. They could go in under 10, that'd be pretty good.
Martin shooting 78% for the season, gets both of them. Maybe that's a good sign for the second half.
Yeah. A little pressure here, 2-2-1, 3/4 court zone press. They're in that zone. They got to look at the backside. It's been open the last 2 times.
Almost a steal by Roos. Very lazy pass by Hawkins.
About 9 seconds difference in the shot clock and the game clock.
Will not stay down, but tipped in by number 32, Paul Walter. Walter having a great first half for the Clackamas Cougars. 3 seconds to go.
Ooh.
And the Storm cannot get it to go down. Our score after 1 half, Clackamas 43 and Chemeketa 33. And for the Clackamas Cougars, Larry, Jacobson certainly stands out, but Paul Walter as well.
Exactly. You know, Jacobson's their leading scorer, but Walter, or Hawkins and Walter have had great first half. 13 for Hawkins and 10 for Walter. So you add 8 more for Jacobson. There's your 3 guys that's really been hurting them.
And for the Chemeketa Storm, unable to slow down Clackamas and having some problems on the offensive end as well.
Yeah, and I think they've got to feel fairly good at only being down by 10 right now. I mean, they were down by 13 a few seconds ago, and that last tip-in kind of hurt them. If they could have, you know, gone in and only down by 8, that would have at least won the battle.
Our halftime score, once again, Clackamas 43 and Chemeketa 33. We'll be back with our second half right after this. Support for today's program is provided by LCG Pence Construction. Celebrating 60 years as Salem's community contractor, visit us on the web at lcgpence.com. Support also provided by Pizza Hut, located at 3052 Lancaster Drive Northeast. Phone 503-399-8000. It's halftime at Chemeketa Community College. Our halftime score, Clackamas 43 and Chemeketa 33. John Piper, Larry Garr, and the rest of our CCTV crew. Larry, let's take a look at some of the first half stats. Obviously, one that jumps out, the shooting percentage for this Clackamas team. Yeah,
59%. I'll tell you, if you allow a team to shoot 59% against you, you're in trouble. But Clackamas has been doing a great job of getting the ball inside, and they've got a lot of inside paint. I don't know how many they've scored inside the paint, but a lot of their baskets have been right there at point blank or right there inside the key. So that's a big reason why they're shooting 59%. It's a good thing they didn't score 1 point from the free throw line. They were 0 for 2 for the first half, which is almost unheard of. But the other things that got them that 10-point lead is they've out-rebounded Chemeketa 25-9 in that first half, and they had 15 assists to 8 for Chemeketa. So those numbers right there will give you a 10-point lead. Had they made a few free throws, it would have probably been closer to 20.
And if you're just joining us, Chemeketa in the white uniforms and Clackamas in the dark uniforms. And one other stat from that first half, Larry, the three-point shooting for Clackamas, 45%, 5 of 11, and Kirby Hawkins with 13 points for the Cougars.
Yeah, to lead him, he's done a great job. Well, they've got 3 guys that are scoring for him pretty well. They have 13, and then Jacobson had 8 and 10 for Walter, so that's pretty good halves for 3 guys.
And for the Chemeketa Storm now, obviously important few minutes here at the start of the second half. They want to get back in this ball game, but they've got to find a way to slow down the Cougars.
Yeah, you don't want to lose contact. They're down by 10. You got to have a good 5 minutes here.
And number 1, you don't want to leave number 12, Kirby Hawkins, wide open from behind the arc.
No.
As Chemeketa really scrambling, trying to increase that defensive intensity. Roos comes up short. Rebound by Snow. And Snow putting it back in the bucket, and he's got a very nice mid-range jumper.
Well, that's 8 for him. He had 6 in that first half. The guy they got to get going here is Roos, as that was only his 2nd shot of the game, and he's missed them both. So he's their 2nd leading scorer, and he hasn't scored yet tonight.
Walter comes up short, gets his own rebound. Inside to Jacobson. Jacobson dishes it back, and the shot will not stay down for Brandon Troxel, but again, too many opportunities in there and too close to the basket.
Yeah. And Roos misses another one.
Nice pass ahead and a basket for Max Jacobson. A nice catch and right to the rim.
So now I think that's their first transition basket of the game, and so Chemeketa's doing a pretty good job of keeping him from getting fast break points.
And I'm sure Chemeketa coach David Abderhalden talked about getting Roos involved. And Freeman came up with a missed shot, and then he was fouled.
Well, that's what they need more of. They've got to hit the offensive glass a little bit. 9 rebounds in the first half isn't many, and I know Clackamas didn't miss many shots, but you'd think that they'd rebound a little better than 9.
Freeman with 10 points in that first half. Gets his first free throw.
He was 0 for 2 there in that first half from the free throw line, but he had the 10 points, and he was 5 for 7 from the field, so he had a good first half.
Couple of free throws.
And the lead now at 11.
Now here's the pressure I think that we're going to see more of from Chemeketa here in the second half. And it's just kind of a token press. They're really not trying to do anything except slow them down a little bit.
Walter with a nice pass, and the foul by Phillips. He got his money's worth on that one.
Yeah, if you're going to foul them, make sure they don't get it up to the basket. That was a good foul. A great pass inside there by Walter. Here it is, over his head, no look, right on the money. And there's the foul by Phillips. And like we said, you get your money's worth. You make sure they don't get it up to the basket. And they're not even going to give him free throws on it.
A shot on that one.
Coach Wagner's not very happy with that.
And Jacobson says, well, I'll just take it right back to the basket, and he does. Roos, catch and shoot. Freeman with another rebound and a foul from behind.
Good rebound. Freeman's doing a much better job going to that glass now. That's 2 offensive rebounds here in the second half. 2 possessions in a row. Roos is having a problem there. That one was a good looking shot. That was in and out.
Second team foul on Clackamas. Phillips dishes it off to Snow.
Well, I think that was a travel. I think his foot was down before he passed that one, but.
Foul starting to add up, although let's see what they're going to do. I think they did call a foul. Walter was charged with a foul, so 3 team fouls already on Clackamas. And at the line is number 33, Adrian Snow.
Well, this is what we talked about in the first half. If Clackamas is going to get in foul trouble again, Chemeketa has to take advantage of it and make these free throws. 2 for 2 already in this half, so hopefully they can add to that.
Correction, they've changed the foul now to be on Max Jacobson. That's his 3rd foul.
I don't think it was. I think that's.
Now they're conferring again.
I think they got confused because 33 Snow's shooting the ball for Chemeketa. I think they got the numbers confused and called it on Jacobson. Makes them both. Here's that 2-2-1, just kind of changing the tempo up a little bit and backing off it.
And tipped in by Jacobson. So Jacobson really starting to assert himself down low. Phillips, offensive foul.
A little bit out of control. Coach A wants a push from behind, saying that the other defender pushed him in.
That's the 3rd foul on Phillips.
2-3 zone by Chemeketa.
Shot clock at 9 seconds. Hawkins off the iron this time. Offensive rebound by Clackamas. The rainbow shot by Paul Walter from the corner. And the 3-pointers continue to fall for Clackamas.
Boy, that hurts you when they get an offensive rebound and hit a 3 on you.
Phillips missing the 3-point shot. Just too easy as number 24, Brandon Troxel right at the rim. And a timeout. Our score was 16 minutes to go. Clackamas 57 and Chemeketa 39. Clackamas led by 10, 43-33 at the end of the first half. They've extended that now in the first 4 minutes here. And for the Chemeketa Storm, what can they do, Larry, to slow down this Clackamas team?
Well, you know, as funny as it may seem, I think their offense is their best defense right now. They got to get better shots. They forced 2 or 3 shots here in this first couple minutes of the second half, and Clackamas got its only break off a bad, you know, an early shot, and I think they've got to get better shots, and that'll get the tempo so they can get back on defense. And because right now Clackamas is getting any shot they want down here at their end. They've got lay-ins, second chance opportunities, offensive rebounds. But it went from 10 to 18 pretty quick. Yeah.
And looking at some information we got from Coach Abderhalden on Chemeketa and Clackamas facts. We talked about the rivalry, and in the 27 years since Oregon and Washington founded the NWAC, the top 2 schools for most wins, Chemeketa 593, Clackamas 573.
Yeah.
So these have been the top programs, or near the top, every year for most of the years the NWAC has been in existence.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. It's a lot of wins.
That is a lot of wins.
Okay, now we got better ball movement right now, and I think that's one of the things they talked about there in that huddle.
And a jumper. Yeah. Jesse Pratt with a pull-up jumper.
See, that's better because they moved the ball there, they turned it from side to side, and they got a good look. And that'll help your defense more than anything.
Good defense by Freeman. Freeman. And Freeman has been really doing a nice job inside when they've been able to get him the ball.
Yeah. Well, that's 2 good possessions in a row at the offensive end. They've got 2 wide open shots and 4 quick points, so that's how you get back in the ball game.
Chemeketa foul. David Smith coming back in the ball game for the Storm. The foul was on number 12, Jason Martin. Lobbed inside.
Boy, you could see that coming.
We had a nice look at that one.
Well, you never want to turn your back.
Nice block, but there Smith goes down for it. But Clackamas comes up with a basketball. Jumper number 11, Bryson Driver, a freshman out of Oregon City. I think those are his first 2 points.
Yeah.
Phillips with a jumper off the iron.
Boy, Phillips is struggling tonight, isn't he? That was a good look right there. Not gonna see him miss that many of those.
Taylor Branch into the ball game, a 6'5" freshman out of Western Mennonite.
See, Tyrone Phillips this year is shooting 49% from the field, which is incredible for a guard.
And the pass goes out of bounds as it looked like Barber got hit in the face there.
Yeah. That pass was intended for him, and he had no idea it was even thrown.
Phillips managed to squeeze it through and get it down. He'll go to the line.
That was an incredibly tough shot right there. Little double pump. Here it is. Gets around his defender. Wow. Very nicely done.
Foul called on Driver. And at the free throw line, Tyrone Phillips.
He just doesn't look comfortable out there shooting tonight. That free throw didn't look very good.
No. Two-point basket for Travis Robbins.
Good ball movement there by Clackamas as they swung it from side to side.
Phillips will get a chance to go back to the line. But once again, unless you make those free throws, you're not really accomplishing a whole lot.
Well, they got off to a good start here in this second half, but that last one that Phillips shot didn't look good. Let's see if he can get her down here. Much better.
Phillips, a 75% free throw shooter, back in the ball game. Number 33 is Adrian Snow.
Yeah, those two look like normal.
And Trent Roos comes back in the ball game.
We got to get Trent going here. Extending a little bit now.
Shot will not go down.
I like that defensive possession. They're a little bit more intense there than they've been all night.
Nice drive to the basket for Jesse Pratt. And they've definitely picked up the defensive intensity.
And they're going to need to. Still down by 14. Oh, too easy.
Nice play by Jordan Barber. Great catch and then put it right off the glass. And a turnover. Barber, I think, will pick up this foul.
I think they wanted a foul there on that drive as Robbins went to the hole and got bumped off the shot. Here it is, right there. Definitely over the back, though, on Harris. Or Hayes, I guess it is. Clackamas has played straight man-to-man all night long.
Nice move to the basket, Ronnie Banks. And I think that's Banks' first basket tonight.
6'5" freshman from Los Angeles.
Jacobson, and he can score with either hand.
Yeah, he does a great job.
Great footwork, great recognition of where he is in the key.
Yeah, and he gets great low post position. I tell you, he's getting it so deep, it's almost impossible to stop him when he gets it that deep.
Taylor Branch can't get it to go down. And Jacobson has got this look on his face. Well, clearly he was over the back.
Now, how many is that?
I think they,
I think they changed
They
the one
changed
before.
that one foul, so that's the third foul. But if you look at this play, clearly it's over the back.
Yeah.
So Jacobson is going to have to sit down here with 10 minutes, 45 seconds to go, but a 16-point advantage as he picks up his third foul. We thought he had 3 already, but one of those was changed.
Yeah, I think they changed the one that we said that Snow was the 33, that they got confused. See, that was a case where he made Jacobson made a nice pass in there, and Robbins, or excuse me, I guess it was Hayes, tried a finger roll and got a little bit too fancy and missed the basket.
Carrying the basketball called on Travis Robbins. Timeout. Our score with 10 minutes, 31 seconds to go. Clackamas 67 and Chemeketa 53. Clackamas led by 10, 43-33 at the end of the first half, now with a 14-point advantage. And the Storm still struggling to try to slow down Clackamas at the offensive end.
Yeah, and I think they'd benefit right now if you're Chemeketa talking about attacking the basket. They've got 17 fouls on Clackamas with 10 minutes and 31 seconds to go. They could really make some headway if they could get them into further foul trouble and get into that double bonus real early, because 17 fouls, Clackamas is already in trouble, and I think they'd suit themselves pretty well if they get the ball inside and attack that basket a little bit.
Clackamas ranked number 3 in the latest NWAC coaches poll. Lost their first 2 preseason games. They're 8-1 though since then, and wins against 3 teams projected to be in the NWAC championship tournament. So they are really come together, and you can see why they do a lot of things well.
They do a lot of things well. I think they're very well coached, and they get the ball inside. They run that triangle, that power triangle, and get the ball inside in their posts. Every one of them, you can tell they work on it because they do a great job of getting low post position, sealing, and once they get that ball reversed, they got their man on their back and they just dump the ball right inside. See, we can see a little zone now.
And a steal.
Wow. What a pass that was.
Nice wraparound pass there.
You don't see too many wraparound passes where they're going one direction and the ball comes back out in the same place they just left.
Brandon Troxel at the free throw line for Clackamas.
That was Steve Nash-like.
Foul called on Ronnie Banks.
He makes the first free throw. And I believe that's their first free throw of the second half, and the first one made for the night. So they now, for the entire game, they're 1 for 3.
A.J. Freeman back in the ball game for the Storm, gets the rebound of the missed free throw.
See, I think Cliff Wagner over there, Chemeketa's coach, had the same, with that timeout, had the same idea we did, that, hey, we're in a little bit of foul trouble here. Let's protect some of our players and not get them to the free throw line. Let's go into this 2-3 zone, see if we can slow them down a little bit.
Bruce wide open.
Mr. Roos needed that one. Uh-oh, Tyrone lost his man.
Hawkins misses a three-pointer, and Roos comes up with a basketball. And Hawkins will be called for the foul. So another player with 3 fouls here for Clackamas.
Yeah, and back to the free throw line now. They can get right back in the ball game here. We just had a 5-point swing there as Roos hit the long 3, and Hawkins comes down and gets a wide open shot and misses it, and then ends up fouling. And so this is how you cut into a big lead.
One more free throw for Trent Roos out of Sprague High School. Gets them both, and Jacobson coming back in the ballgame. He has 3 fouls. Long pass ahead. And the basket by number 24, Brandon Troxel. Obviously somebody forgot about him. Now a turnover. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Clackamas, but that last possession, substitution there, and nobody picked up Troxel.
Well, it was a 2-2-1 full court zone press, and the one never showed up.
Troxel.
Four quick points by Troxel.
Freeman from the free throw line will not go down.
That's not his shot, I don't think.
Walter couldn't get it to go down. Clackamas finally came out of there with it, and Chemeketa called for the foul.
Yeah, that's 16 fouls on Chemeketa. So the next one, though, Clackamas will be shooting 1-and-1 on the next one.
Freeman charged with the foul. That's his 3rd. Taken away by Freeman.
Good finish.
And another steal. Phillips out ahead. Phillips has it knocked away. And he'll go to the free throw line. Couple of sloppy possessions by Clackamas, and Chemeketa taking advantage.
Now we're going to make some free throws. There's that last foul. It almost looked like Tyrone was kind of cruising in there, had it on cruise control, and then looked behind him and saw the guy coming.
Phillips gets the first to go down. Alex Lewell, number 25 out of Parkrose, comes in the ballgame for Clackamas. And back in for Chemeketa is Adrian Snow.
That's a 3rd Parkrose player on that roster. Hawkins and Barber as well.
Couple of free throws. And it's a 10-point game again. But got to get back on defense. And Lewell came in the ball game and then scores a basket. Nice drive there by Jason Martin, a freshman out of Silverton. He'll get a chance for a free throw here.
Very nice. But I tell you, if Chemeketa is going to continue to press full court like that, they cannot give up lay-ins down at the other end. Boy, look at that. Great body control by Martin as he drove that left baseline, switched it over his right hand, slipped her in.
Martin with a 3-point play, and the lead down to 9 now with 7 minutes, 29 seconds to go. Timeout. And for the Chemeketa Storm, now is the time to try to make up some ground here on Clackamas, and that three-point play there by Martin certainly helps.
Yeah, and I think Coach A called that timeout to talk about that press. You know, that's fine to press and try to create some turnovers, but you can't give up lanes at the other end, and they've given up 2 of them now here in the last 3 possessions just off the press. Somebody's got to be back and stop that.
And there you see some of our CCTV volunteer crew members. Thanks to all the crew for all of their work out here at Chemeketa. And Chemeketa coming into tonight's game 5 and 6 in the preseason, but as Coach Abderhalden points out, 4 of their 6 preseason losses were by a total of 9 points, and all came down to a shot at the buzzer. So they've been in some close ball games. The ball hasn't bounced their way, but they've been competitive. Now with Clackamas, we'll see if they can.
Okay, and now they've changed the press a little bit. They're fronting the inbound, and it's a man-to-man with a center fielder. And he's got to make sure that nobody goes over the top. Oh, don't foul him there.
Too late, Larry.
Those are the kind that drive you nuts as a coach. Because you've got him in trouble. You got him kind of out of control on the sideline. As you mentioned before, that sideline acts as another defender. And to reach in and foul him at 40 feet is, of course, the way they've been shooting free throws tonight. Maybe it's a good ploy.
Travis Robbins at the free throw line. Clackamas as a team shooting 68% for the season. Chemeketa at 69, but tonight neither team has been shooting free throws particularly well. 1 for 2, and I'm sure Coach Abderhalden will take that.
You can come down and score, yeah.
Trent Roos for 3.
That's going to help getting him warmed up.
And it's a 5-point ball game with 7 minutes to go. And Roos almost comes up with a steal. Ball tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Clackamas. But when you give up 1 free throw and then come back with a 3-pointer, that will get you back in the ball game very quickly.
About 4 possessions like that, and you're right there. Well, Roos got 8 quick points here in the second half.
Not sure what the officials are talking about here.
Is it a shot clock problem?
Might be trying to decide how much time would be left on the shot clock as the ball was tipped out of bounds. This Clackamas team, though, we talked about the great rivalry with Chemeketa, and Clackamas 3 times in the last 4 years won it all in the NWAC. So this is a program that has been successful and is ranked number 3 right now in the NWAC poll. And success breeds success. So these guys have seen what hard work can do, and obviously would like to get back to that NWAC tournament. Exactly.
And, you know, Coach Wagner up there at Clackamas has done a great job of just consistent, you know, year in, year out. They're very, very tough, and he does a great job of recruiting. Get some good players from the area.
And between Chemeketa and Clackamas, they've won 7 of the last 10 Southern Region championships. So not sure what the discussion is about here, but we've got a stoppage in play.
I don't know what the problem was. Was it the point? Did they just change the point? Was it 74? Now it's 75?
It's now a 7-point advantage, so. And a foul called as Troxel got inside again. And as you say, once you get that close, it's awfully hard. You're either going to let them score or you're going to commit the foul.
Yeah. Especially on an inbound play. You don't want to make it that easy on an inbound play. Well, I tell you, the only thing that's saving Chemeketa tonight is the free throw shooting by Clackamas. It has been just north of atrocious.
One for 2. Inside to Freeman. Roos.
Oh.
And there's another 1 for 3. Get the 1 free throw and a 3-point basket. It's back to a 5-point deficit now. Walter.
It's got to be short.
And there's Hawkins as his teammate saved it.
Yeah, that was what we call a garbage bucket. That was so far short that the offensive player has an advantage over the defensive player.
Trent Roos, that one's off the mark. And Phillips. Talk about being in the right place at the right time.
What's fair at one end is fair at the other.
Timeout Clackamas. Our score with 5 minutes 52 seconds to go. Clackamas 78 and Chemeketa 73. Tyrone Phillips coming up with a putback on the miss by Trent Roos, and Roos has been on fire here in this second half, but that last one clearly offline. Roos made it 3 or 4 in a row, but that one not close.
Well, that was what we call a heat check. He was checking to see how hot he really was.
Trent Russo is definitely a streaky shooter, and he can really light it up when he's on, and the Storm are going to need every one of those 3-point baskets.
Now, and those 2 that he hit back to back, he's actually hit 3 in the second half here, and all 3 of those were good rhythm, right on, good rhythm, right on the mark. And that last one he forced, he didn't have very good balance, wasn't in rhythm, and just kind of fired that one up. But you're right, if they can get him hot and get some easy buckets, they're right back in the ball game, down by 5.
Glad you could join us on Capital Community Television. John Piper, Larry Garr, and the rest of our CCTV crew. Hope everyone had a happy new year. We're looking forward to a great basketball season. And of course on CCTV, we'll have coverage of other winter sports as well, wrestling and swimming. So check CCTV's website, cctv-salem.org, for the program schedule.
Not a bad crowd here tonight either.
Well, the other factor, Larry, with Chemeketa getting back in this ballgame, the crowd starting to come alive. They were pretty quiet for most of this game.
Yeah, nothing to cheer for.
Nothing like a 3-point shot to get the crowd fired up.
Well, here's a possession where you got to dig in. You got to get a stop right here. And here they go inside.
Jacobson comes up short, but offensive rebound by Troxel. Troxel, a wild shot. Jacobson had it.
Jacobson just shoved off. That's 4 on him.
He's got that look on. What are you talking about, me?
Yeah, he just shoved it. That's pretty easy to call. Oh, that's 5, they say.
That's 5 fouls, they say. So well, he is walking around like
it is 5.
He has fouled out of the ball game.
Clackamas bench doesn't seem too upset. Well, see, we thought he had 3, and then his next foul, they said it was 3, but it really was 4, because now he's got the 5 and he's out. So.
He is out of the ball game, so that's a big loss with 5 minutes 36 seconds to go. And at the free throw line is A.J. Freeman. Now, if the Storm can start making these free throws, they could really cut into that advantage.
Makes the first one. Well, I'm proud of Cliff Wagner over there, an old buddy of mine. He just ran a set and ran a play for Jacobson that we used to run against him a long time ago.
Couple of free throws. It's a 3-point ball game.
Now here's the pressure. Just don't get beat over the top. Good defense.
And the shot stays down for Derek Hayes.
What a good pass.
And a good catch.
Yeah.
Phillips for 3. That's short. Count the basket. And he'll go to the line. Adrian Snow and 2 white shirts right there under the basket, Larry.
Yeah, and the ball hit the ground, I think. Here it is. Yeah, hit the ground. He picked it up off the ground.
That's another one where the shot was well short, and the offensive players had an advantage.
Yeah.
Now Adrian Snow with a chance to cut this to a 2-point deficit.
Got it.
And the shots that would not go in that first half are starting to fall now.
Well, they're making their living there at the free throw line here in the second half.
3-pointer by Hawkins.
Boy, you got to come out and show there.
Phillips splits the defenders, takes it to the basket.
Wow. Like a pinball. Got knocked around there 2 or 3 times, still made the basket.
Troxel offensive foul. And Troxel talking with the officials. There it is.
Yeah, I don't see how he has anything to complain about there. He had his shoulder right in the chest.
And now for the Storm, Larry, with a 3-point basket, they could tie this thing up.
It was good defense that time by Freeman. He moved his feet, got good position, and then I think he did a pretty good flop. I'm not sure he got hit that hard, but he sold it. That's what counts.
That was the 4th foul on Troxel.
Okay, here's that drive by Phillips. That was pretty tough. He split 2 defenders. That was the thing that Clackamas did a good job, came out and hedged that, and he just split the 2 defenders. Better ball movement here in the second half.
Bruce with a floater, can't get it to go.
Get somebody back. Nobody's a guard.
There's a blue shirt wide open underneath.
Boy, they got lucky there. Oh man.
Number 15, Travis Robbins with a clutch shot and the lead back up to 5. 3 minutes, 42 seconds to go.
Well, that's 2 baskets in a row coming off a screen, a ball screen where the guy's just wide open. One by Hawkins, and then that last one.
The shot will not stay down for Freeman. Snow gets it, throws it up in the air. And not a good possession at all for Chemeketa.
No, I think timeout right here would be good. The problem is that the last 2 baskets that Clackamas made is the same mistake. They screened the ball as a ball screen, and the dribbler came off the screen, and the defender defending the screener didn't come out and hedge, and the guy's just wide open, and he's got a 15-foot wide open jump shot twice in a row. You got to come out and hedge that. You can't let him have that.
Derek Hayes will be at the free throw line. The foul against Jason Martin, that's his 4th, and the 19th foul against Chemeketa. Derek Hayes out of Wilson High School in Portland, 6'5" sophomore. Couple of free throws.
I think that's the first time all night that Clackamas has made 2 free throws in a row.
Freeman wants the ball inside. Phillips has it knocked away, and it will stay with Chemeketa. Well, they've changed their mind now.
Yeah, he got overruled, and I think it was the right call. I think it was off Phillips's knee. Phillips didn't argue.
Nice pass, and the basket for number 21, Derek Hayes, the assist from Travis Robbins. And now it's a 5-point advantage.
Is that right?
That does not look right to me now.
There we go.
Trent Roos says the scoreboard operator had the wrong score up there.
Yeah. There we go.
The correct score.
Now, did Roos just hit a 2 or a 3? I still don't think they have the score right.
I don't think they have the right score up there. We'll see what happens. But right now, according to the scoreboard, it is Clackamas 89 and Chemeketa 82 with 2 minutes 35 seconds to go. Chemeketa had that down to a 2-point margin, but defensive breakdowns really hurt them.
Yeah. Well, they've given up 2 wide open jump shots off the screen and then a lay-in there with a very nice penetration and kick, but those are way too easy at this point in the game. Got to get some stops. They're not changing the score, so it must be right. 82-89, 7 points with 2:35 left.
If you're the Chemeketa Storm, what do you do here? Do you have to go for 3 points?
No, way too early for that. But they just got to get a good shot every time. But the more important thing is they've got to get some stops. It's not the offense that's going to win it for you at this point. You've got to stop them. I would think they're probably going to pick up full court here, some kind of press, either they're man-to-man, a little run and jump maybe. But if they can create a couple turnovers, that's a key. But they can't give up lay-ins off the press. They can't let them go over the top on them like that.
There's that long pass. And Derek Hayes missed the first shot, got it back and made it. And the over the top just is killing Chemeketa.
Yeah.
Snow with a jumper. And he really has a nice mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, he really does. Got off to a little bit of a cold start, missed his first 3 jumpers there in the first half, but since then shot the ball really well.
Now the Storm have to get a stop, trailing by 7, inside 2 minutes to go. And instead get a foul. That's going to send Paul Walter to the free throw line for 2 shots. That's the 10th team foul on Chemeketa.
Okay, what's going on here?
Not sure what the discussion is now.
There's a water at one end of the court. They're going to wipe up some water, I think.
We need to have a ref mic here.
Yeah, that would help, wouldn't it?
David Abderhalden takes that opportunity to say a few words to our official. But Walter at the free throw line now.
He missed his first 2 in that first 2 free throws in the first half, but he made that one look easy.
They just wanted to make it more dramatic.
Back up to 9.
Knocked away. And a basket for Travis Robbins. Foul against Walter will be 2 shots for Trent Roos.
Robbins had a real explosive second half here. He's got 7. Made some nice plays.
So Trent Roos back at the free throw line. Did not score in that first half, but then started to heat up from the 3-point land, but it looks like it'll be too little too late.
He's got 11 here in the second half. He misses that first free throw. they're going to do here, what Chemeket's going to do. They're going to try to trap, maybe 1 or 2 traps. If they don't get a turnover, they're going to foul.
Another man wide open.
My, oh my.
Basket no good, but a foul